I just rewatched the fight between George Staines and Dennis Frimpong. Absolute dominant performance from the Englishman, George Staines. Uh, Literally just a mauling. The fight was an absolute mauling from George Staines. Like it wasn't really remotely competitive at all. Like Dennis Frimpong just sort of just got ragdolled, beat up. Didn't really have anything for George Staines, but George Staines, I don't know, he generally seemed like a level above Frimpong. Just threw him to the ground, just started. He honestly, he is like the English Habib. He is like an English version of Habib. And I'm not going to say he is on Habib's level. Obviously, this is his first professional fight. 16-1 as an amateur, though, which is a pretty good record. But he's only 1-0 as a pro, so I'm not going to say he's exactly on Habib Nurmagomedov's level. But he's definitely a very good prospect to keep your eye on. He's very young as well. I think he's like 21 years old. Let's see if I can check this. George Staines. I know he's definitely a very young guy though. Or 23, might have been 23 actually. He is, yeah, 23. Just turned 23 like 2 months ago. So yeah, very young guy. Put an absolute mauling on Dennis Frimpong. Like I say, was not really competitive at all. Uh, he did like the Dagestani. Is it the Dagestani handcuff? Like he did so many like Dagestani type grappling moves, or just grappling moves in general. I'm not going to give Dagestanis the whole credit for everything, but he wraps the legs really well and just fucking unloads lots of shots. He was really trying to make this was really like when you think about it, this was like the English versus Irish version of Conor McGregor versus Habib Nurmagomedov, with the Englishman being Habib. I'm surprised he wasn't fucking punching him, saying, "Let's talk now. Let's talk now." I wish he did. That would have been such a funny moment. Like the way this fight went. Like he's fucking doing everything. Like this was so reminiscent of Habib versus Conor. Like, I don't think Frimpong won the third round though. Maybe I'm wrong. I watched the fight. It just seemed very one-sided for George Staines from what I seen. Maybe I missed something. I was walking while I was watching it, but it seemed very one-sided. But he even got the submission in the fourth round, which that's where Habib got Connor. Like, and then he started screaming in his face as well. Like, it was very similar. Like, nationality wise, I mean, obviously, George Staines isn't from Dagestan to the best of my knowledge. He's not of Dagestani ancestry, but, he still is, he's English. So, like I said, the English versus Irish version of Habib versus Connor. But yeah, it was a really good performance though. Like he really did impress me. His pace and everything as well. This was 5 rounds. It was a 5 rounder, but it only took 4 rounds. But he really just beat him up for all them rounds. Obviously, not the highest pace fight, but the fact he's ragdolling a guy, keeping him down, punching him, it's not like slowing his output, and then he has the strength to just get a guillotine choke in the fourth. Shows he's got some decent cardio, I would imagine. Maybe in a higher pace fight where maybe someone stuffs his takedowns and he's having to strike a bit more. Maybe we'll see more of a challenge for George Staines. Maybe we'll see his cardio tested a bit more there. But he seems really good, man. He seems like a really good prospect. Lots of amateur experience, like I say. Dennis Frimpong, seems like he's a entertaining personality. Obviously, he talked a lot of shit to George Staines, so I guess George Staines was like, "Oh, I'm fucking taking that shit personally. It's gonna motivate me to kill this motherfucker." And yeah, he went in there trying to fucking knock him out on the ground and pound, and then just choked him fucking so hard. Was playing like the bongos with his body. He started smacking his body after he choked him, and was screaming in his face. That was a weird moment, but. I don't blame him. When somebody talks that much shit, about your family and everything, you're gonna be really fired up when you beat them. Like he beat his ass though. Like, yeah, not competitive, but I do still want to see more of Dennis Frimpong. I know he got mauled here, but give him a striker. I want to see more of this guy. Guy talks shit. The guy's entertaining. So I think Octagon should give him another chance. Let him fight. Fucking, I don't even know who. Just let him fight some more fights because he's an entertaining personality. He'll make an entertaining fight, build up, And he's a decent got a decent skill set, but George Staines, like I said, English Habib, just yeah, he was not getting off him. He fucking stuck to him like glue, pretty much. As soon as he got a hold of him, it was yeah, that was a wrap. Like Frimpong just sort of like I don't know if he was trying to save his energy or what, but he was literally just like he couldn't get up. Like I don't know, maybe Staines just has that fucking freakish strength. But yeah, he literally could not do a thing. Like he was stuck on the ground, and yeah, like he didn't try anything. Very similar with like more skilled, but very similar to Jalton Almeida versus Derek Lewis. I say more skilled because obviously heavyweight's not that skilled, and these two, at least know some grappling and they're lighter. But yeah, it was weird. It was so fucking bizarre. Like Frimpong just sort of stayed there getting punched in the face, but you know, still, he tried to throw up a triangle at one point, but Staines was I know that brother. I know that brother. Like I'm pretty sure he got caught in like triangles or submissions in on the Octagon Challenge series as well. So maybe that's something that needs to be watched out for if you're going to beat Staines. You maybe need to catch him in a fucking sub when he gets you down. But it seems like he's got that will not to tap. His will to win seems crazy. Like it doesn't seem like he's going to tap. I think he's one of those guys who'd rather go out than tap. And yeah, I was impressed with his performance. Obviously, got to keep seeing him against higher level opponents, but 17-1. Well, actually, 19-1 because you got to count those two. I think it was two Octagon Challenge fights as well. So if you count his whole combined MMA record, he's 19-1. So that's a pretty impressive record. Like that is generally a very good record. But as a pro, only 1-0, but lots of experience. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what this guy's future holds. Only 23 years old, though, very young. Maybe we see this guy in the UFC in the future. Also, got to mention he is also a lightweight, so that's another reason why he's very similar to Habib. But like I say, I'm not saying he is on Habib's level yet. We do have to see more of this guy. Who knows? Like, but if he rounds out his striking a bit more, like maybe adds like I haven't really seen much of his striking, but if he adds like a really nice jab in there, he's 6'1" apparently, so he's a tall guy. Don't know how long his overall reach is, but if he adds like a nice jab, maybe some teep kicks to the body to maybe slow his opponents down a little bit and then shoot. I think this guy could generally be a really big problem. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where this guy ends up in the next few years, though. But yeah, I think this is a guy to keep your eye on, definitely. And for Dennis Frimpong, just give him someone who's going to talk shit. Like, I just want to see that guy at press conferences. I just want to see that guy going back and forth with fighters. Like, I don't care. That guy can win or lose as long as he keeps entertaining fight build-ups. I don't give a fuck. I'll watch. But yeah, that's all I've got to say. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.